Hi. Today the exercise is going to be for pen and watercolour. I've chosen garlic because I just like the sort of pinkiness of the inside, and then the rest will be sort of done with pen over the top. So let's get started. You could use any vegetable or anything you have, of course. This is just what I've chosen. Draw out the rough shapes. I'm using watercolour pencil. You could use normal pencil. Before you put the paint, unless you're feeling extra confident and just want to whop it on straight with the paint and then draw with the pen. Yes, I've just sort of done a sort of general outline of plotting where things are, looking how they overlap on each other. Please ignore the one at the top. Don't know why that's there. So then we can just put in the paint. Don't worry too much about it being in the right place. The pen over the top is going to do the more detailed drawing, well, as detailed as I get. Let it run a little bit, perhaps drop in some oranges as well as the pinks just to make it interesting. I always think watercolour's better when different colours are blended on the page. Just speed it up a little bit here to get it all in place. And then choose a pen. Now, there's lots of different types. So you could use biro if you don't want it to run. I really like things that run, and I particularly like this one, which is the Papermate Flare. I'm not sure it's supposed to run, but it runs really nicely. And I quite like having the choice of keeping it crisp or just putting clean water on one side so you can sort of let it bleed and pull out the ink. It's fun to play with. Maybe experiment before you go. I mean, you can go completely over with water and then soften it. So you have the choice of detail or not. So have fun, choose a pen and get started with the ink bit over the top. Once you've let the watercolour dry, don't do it when it's wet. And you can sometimes use the unpredictable shapes that the watercolour is left to go round, particularly with this where you get the sort of flaky edge skin of the garlic. It sort of adds to I don't know, the atmosphere of it. You're going to smudge the ink, so it doesn't matter quite how accurate it is, but there's a lot of dark on the inside, so of where the garlic's open, so you can go quite heavy on the inside, and then the fun bit to add the water. Just let it blur a little bit. This is an exercise, it's not something to go on the wall. So take the pressure off yourself and just have fun with it. See what happens. If you think it's gone too messy, do another one and try biro, and then do another one. It takes 10 minutes maybe, and the more you experiment, the more you find what works for you. And it's good fun, it's mindful, it takes your mind off the craziness of the world today. So just keep adding water where you want. Look at the shadows. I like when you do shadows, I like drawing the lines the same plane as the ground, if that makes sense. So going across ways is what I mean. And then here we have the final piece.